Hey everyone, I'm Erin Lim Rhodes, and I am so excited because joining me today is advice expert, digital creator, and host of the It's Me, Tinx podcast, Tinx! And this is E-Insider Shop with Tinx. Oh my gosh, Tinx, we are here to talk all things from dating to salads to your new collab with Tabasco. So excited for you.
So exciting.
I literally have been eating this all afternoon.
She really
and
has.
I'm not going to stop during this entire segment. So we're going to get to the salad in a bit, but let's just talk about you and your rise to stardom and how you got here. You were recently at Harvard lecturing the students. Can you tell me about that experience?
It was so exciting. I was so nervous. Right before I went on, I was like, I'm about to speak to 100 Harvard kids and their professor. So these are like the smartest people in the world. But it was good.
So like, what was your thesis going in? Like, okay, do I have to have a theme for this talk, or were they just asking you questions, or?
They were asking me questions, which is a fireside chat. That's the term that they use for it, which is amazing. So I didn't have anything prepared. I was just like, hi, I'm here. When in doubt, just be funny and self-deprecating, and that went over very well with the Harvard kids.
That always works. Well, it makes sense that Harvard had you speak because you are the expert advice giver. You are our big sis on TikTok to women like moi. How did you become the dating expert?
You know, I think that people come to me for dating advice because I have fun with it, and I think so much of dating can feel really arduous and stressful, and it shouldn't be. It's like an era of your life that you should have fun with, and so what I really want to tell my followers is like, it's an era of self-discovery. You got to have fun. Don't stress out. And it's about being happy. It's not about like having a boyfriend no matter what.
But have you ever gotten yourself in trouble where you're talking about maybe a past relationship or someone very specific and they reach out to you and say, I know you were talking about me, or like, can you please take this video down? It's way too personal.
All the time. I mean, when I first started on TikTok, I would give every guy that I was dating like a nickname, and that just caused a lot of drama and mess in my life. I've toned back how much I talk about my personal life because it is just a little too close for comfort sometimes.
So, I mean, you've talked about, you know, your most recent relationship. Has that ever gotten you into some trouble when it comes to social media, as far as like, hey,
yeah.
like, are you going to share me or reveal my identity?
Yes, absolutely. I think it's always so hard. Anyone who has, you know, a public persona online, when do you share the person that you're dating? You know, you can't do it too soon. You got to know that they're there for the right reasons, but you don't want to do it too late because then they get fussy. It's difficult.
And are we about the hard launch or the soft launch?
I'm all about multiple mini soft launches.
Multiple mini soft launches,
yes.
And never an official hard launch?
Is that bad?
What message are you trying to send with the non-hard launch?
That my work and my private life are separate.
You know who did get a hard launch?
Who?
This baby right here.
That baby right there, the love of my life.
Which, by the way,
she's gorgeous.
This show is shoppable. This whole thing right now, you guys, there's a link below so you can get this limited edition Tabasco. I'm going to let you talk about this and how this baby came to life, this whole relationship.
I have been on a quest to normalize hot sauces dressing for as long as I can remember. I've been a Tabasco stan for forever, specifically the green Tabasco. I remember the first time so I moved to the United States when I was 19, and I remember my college friends took me to Chipotle because I love Mexican food. They were like, oh, you're gonna freak out. We gotta take you somewhere. So they take me to Chipotle, and I'm indeed freaking out. And they had green Tabasco there, and I was like, oh, I've never tried this. And from the second that it touched my lips, I was like, this is my favorite hot sauce. And then as the years went by, I started putting it on salad dressing, mixing it with salad dressing, and then mixing it with olive oil, and like doing my own little recipes in the kitchen. And when I started making content, I started telling my followers, you can totally use hot sauce as salad dressing. It's fine. And then I was just like, what if I made this official? And I'm very honored and humbled that Tabasco co-created this with me because they're an iconic brand. They're the hot sauce brand.
Iconic. And by the way, this salad right here is perfectly chopped to perfection that we can eat this salad with a spoon.
Yes.
You are also the shoveling queen.
I do like to eat all my salads with a spoon. Me and my followers know that as like #shovel gang. It's actually just way better to eat your salad with a spoon. It should be finely chopped, like for a baby bird. That's the consistency. And then you can use your spoon to shovel.
What is it about? Like, it's just so much
It's more
better.
satisfying. That's
really
why.
is.
You can get more on, you know, you feel just, it's like fun to scoop.
Now, what do we have inside of this gorgeous, delicious, perfectly chopped salad?
This is my hot girl salad. There's mixed greens, there's green onion, cherry tomatoes, avocado, shrimp, and a healthy, radish, and a healthy pour of my hot sauce dressing. It's so good. This is my hyper fixation meal of the moment. I have it for lunch literally every day. It's so zesty. Zesty is the word of the week.
Yeah.
It's so good.
It's zesty.
It's zesty. It's just the perfect amount of spice.
Is that lime or is that lemon?
It's a little lemon in there, yes. Mm-hmm.
So were you in the lab coming up with like the recipe?
I was very closely involved with the recipe because I was like, I knew I wanted the base to be the green Tabasco, which is so amazing and zesty, and I wanted to add in some of my favorite salad dressing ingredients. So olive oil, apple cider vinegar, herbs. I love an herb. Give me an herb and I'm an happy girl, you know? So combine the two, and then we did a lot of taste testing, which was very fun. And then here we are, the best hot sauce dressing ever.
I saw the ad. I'm obsessed. I also love green.
Thank you.
If you guys have not watched it yet, take a look at this.
Hey guys, Tinx here. Tabasco asked for a behind-the-scenes look at my dressing room, so come on in. Anyone who knows me knows I am obsessed with all things green. Shoes green, bags green, Tabasco green, chic. I have a confession to make. I've been hiding something from you. Ready? Tabasco made my dreams come true. Tabasco, Tinx, avocado, jalapeno, hot sauce dressing. Obsessed. No more sad salads. Zesty, herby, dreamy, with just that perfect amount of spice. How did we even live before this? It's everything. Guys, this is a limited edition collab available only online. Go on. What are you waiting for?
So freaking adorable. You guys, make sure you get your own, link below. I have to know about the bedazzled Tabasco bottle. How do I get my hands on one? How many of them do you have?
You know what, I just have one, and Chipotle made it for me. They're so sweet. They know how much I love a bedazzled anything. So a bedazzled Tabasco, I mean, what could be better? I'm gonna put it in a case. Like, it's gonna be like my Oscar. It's gonna be in a case in my house.
Now, are you ever ordering a salad on a first date?
You know, I will order whatever the wind blows me to order that night. I really don't. I don't believe in changing your personality on dates. So if I feel like ordering a big salad and just eating it with a spoon on date one, then that's who I am. And he's got to accept it or get out.
I'm so afraid that someone's going to judge me for getting a salad on a
Oh,
first
yeah,
date.
because it's like, oh, it's
like,
salad.
yeah, she's like really worried about her figure.
Yeah,
And like,
yeah. But if they do, then they're not the right person. You know?
hey, there you go. You got to be true and authentic.
You have to be
yourself.
true to yourself. Yeah.
Who was the first person you called when you got this deal?
I think probably my mom. She's who I always call first.
Was she screaming?
She was screaming. She was freaking out. This is like such an incredible partnership, such an iconic brand. They're a 154-year-old company, and they're still family owned and run. And I actually got to go to Louisiana, to Avery Island, and meet them all and see the production. And it's like barely changed how they make Tabasco from 154 years ago. So it's like, it's incredible. And everyone has so much pride in the company and their jobs and the products that they're making. And so I just feel very humbled that they wanted to do this with me.
You guys, and I'm not even lying, it's so delicious. So like seriously get your hands on it because like we said, limited a dish. With your mom being the first person that you call, did she start a TikTok? Does she have her own account because of you?
No, she has one that she watches, but I'm the only person she follows, and she's very dedicated to my TikTok, but she does not have her own one. Sometimes she makes a little cameo on my Instagram stories when I go home. The people do love my mom. They know her as Carm. Her name's Carmen. But you know, she leaves the content creation to me mainly.
I love that. Now, do you ever tell Carm to not watch a video? Like, Mom, this is a little TMI, or I don't want you to know what I'm really up to. Like, how do you ever dodge that? Because sometimes I'm like, oh, I hope my mom doesn't see this.
That is honestly the story of my life, because I talk about, you know, I have an advice show and people call about sex and dating, and you know, we talk about those things, and sometimes I really wish that she wouldn't watch them, but she does, and I keep her off my private story on Instagram. Sorry, Mom.
Oh, sorry, Mom. Now you know. You're not in all of the stories. But like, does she ever say, hey, Christina, why did you put that on your story?
She's like, Christina, I would take that down. She's like, Christina, I would take that down. And I'm like, why? And she's like, that's too much. And I'm like, I'm vulnerable. We're all about vulnerability in 2023 and beyond.
And at what point are we taking a significant other home to Carm?
You know, I like them to meet Karn pretty early because she's a good judge of character. So I like to throw them in the deep end. Yeah, and with my friends too. Like usually I like my second date. Like if I like you, you're meeting the fam, and by that I mean all the friends.
Second date.
You have to see. I like to throw them in the deep end and see if they're gonna sink or swim. Are they funny? Are they able to keep up with my friends on a night out? These are important questions.
Like I don't even know if I want to like be in bed with you yet, and we are taking you home to mom and friends.
Oh yes.
Wow.
Fast track.
Oh my god.
If you're lucky.
Okay, all right. So you just bring them in. Now the box theory.
Yes.
Explain that to the people who do not understand. Let's break it down.
So box theory is such that when a guy meets a girl in a romantic setting, like a dating app date or a blind date setup, he will put her into one of three boxes. The date box, the hookup box, or the I want nothing to do with you box. Okay, if it's box theory, that's very easy. You should be able to figure that out.
Right. Where
people get confused is between the date box and the hookup box, and people get stuck, you know? They think if you're in the hookup box, they're like, why? What can I do to make him want to date me? And the truth is there's nothing. You're in the hookup box. You just gotta accept it and use that knowledge as power. And if you're in the date box, there's very few things that you can do to make them not want to date you. People get caught up on like, oh my God, do you think he's not texting me back because I used an exclamation point in my last text? No, he decided. And some people might say, well then, Tinx, you're putting all the power in the guy's hands. But really, it's you've got to think about it a different way, because girls get so caught up in like trying to manipulate their way into a relationship, when really if a guy likes you, he likes you, and that should be like that should be the starting line. Like of course they should be obsessed with you.
Right.
If they're not, like what are you even doing there?
Okay, so let me ask you this. Now, all of my single girlfriends, they get caught up where it's like the guy wants to date you, or he says he does, but then all of a sudden, a couple weeks, he's like, my father is going through something and I have to be there for him. Or all of a sudden I have all of these student loans that I need to just address right now and I can't date you. It's like, but I still like you.
Right.
And they want to kind of keep you in the pocket, but then they're like, my energy's not going to fully be there.
They want to bench you. Yes, they want to put you on the bench. And we do not accept that. And all of that nonsense is actually just being in the hookup box in disguise. See, the men are getting smarter. They know that we know, so they have to do the fake out. They pretend to put you in the date box for a few weeks. Bait and switch, you're in the hookup box.
So
be careful.
Do the boxes evolve?
No, you're in your box.
Wow.
Yeah.
Now, do we do that as well? Like, what are our boxes?
So I have another
I feel like
theory.
we have the I want to marry you box, or I don't.
You're exactly right, Erin. I have something called reverse box theory, which is what women do, where they will prematurely put a guy in the I want to marry you box. Like they will literally look at a Hinge profile and start planning a wedding in Tuscany. And I'm like, you don't even know what his last name is. You don't know what he smells like yet. Like, just pump the brakes. But it's just like, you know, we have that brain where we're just future tripping and we're thinking, this is it. And it's like, you don't know his credentials. You don't know if he makes you laugh. Like, he has to prove himself to go in the I want to marry you box.
Yeah, I saw this video recently where a woman, I think her name is Miami or New York. She's like, I want my eggs cracked, meaning I want children. I want my name dropped, meaning I want marriage. And sometimes maybe we're just too fast.
We're too fast. Like, let it all play out.
Let it all play out. What else do we have to say about this dressing? Because I feel like you guys need to click the link below.
You need to click the link.
And get to it. What else is keeping your life spicy right now?
What is keeping my life spicy? Honestly, I love my radio show. I love the element of it being live, because I never know what people are going to call about. And sometimes they call and they're like, what should I have for lunch? Like someone's literally called me to ask me that.
And were you like, get a life?
I was like maybe an omelet with like a side of arugula salad. And sometimes they're like, I've literally been dating someone for 10 years. Do you think we should have a kid or break up? And I'm like, whew.
Wow.
Okay, let's
Big
talk
questions.
through this. Yeah. So it's fun, and I that's keeping my life very spicy. I have 2 cats. Wild, I know.
Oh my gosh, the cat life.
The cat life.
How did that happen to you?
I've always been a crazy cat lady, and I've just decided to make it real with two
what
cats.
if we want to throw a dog into the mix?
I would love a dog, but I just travel so much.
And what about those kittens?
Well, they're a little more self-sufficient. Like, they can deal with, you know, a house sitter, someone staying in the house with them. Dogs need a lot of, it's a big responsibility. And I'm a very responsible pet owner, so I do want a dog desperately, but I need to wait a little bit.
Is it a deal breaker if your partner is like, no on cats?
No, I've turned many a man. My most recent relationship, he's allergic to cats, and he's fully snuggled with them, and he loves them now.
So you fully put his life on the line there.
Oh yeah, I just get over your allergy or get over me.
So it's not necessarily a deal breaker. It's more of like I can turn.
It's a challenge.
It's a challenge. There we go. Has it ever been a deal breaker for them? We're like, ooh, you're a cat lady.
I mean, I'm sure probably. Like I say it loud and proud. So if it is, I'm sure I've lost many an opportunity with a guy by talking about my cats too early.
Okay, I have a game for you.
Oh, I love a game.
Basically, this game is called Spicy or Dicey.
Okay.
And I'm gonna ask you a bunch of questions, and you're gonna say if they're spicy or dicey.
Love it.
Okay, now, someone you stalked accidentally likes and unlikes your posts. Spicy or dicey?
Spicy.
Do you think that they maybe found out somehow that you were stalking them?
Yeah, maybe, but like that's what keeps life interesting.
Has that ever happened to you before?
Oh yeah, all the time.
Wow.
I'm very into like, you know what? Watch someone's story without following them. Deep like their photo. It's 2023. We gotta live on the wild side.
Now, we know that you are a fan of DMing celebs that you're trying to shoot your shot with. Any newbies added to the list?
Not any newbies, no. Sadly, I haven't been doing that lately, but you know, I'm coming out of hibernation. It's been a long, hard winter, and it's about to be spring.
It's about to be spring, and she's
spring in my DMs.
Sprung.
Yes, exactly.
Okay, all right. Are we going to reach high?
Yeah, always retry.
All right.
The answer is never no. It's just not right now.
It's just not right now. That's good. Okay, they're a homebody. Spicy or dicey?
Spicy, because I feel like homebodies are very like into their body, like in their bodies, if you know what I mean. They're like, they know how to make the home like a sexy place.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. I never thought about it like
Yeah.
that. Wow, you're opening my mind to things. Okay, they don't offer to pay for dinner.
Dicey.
Yeah.
Worse than dicey, red flag.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
That's not even an ick. That's a full-blown
No,
red flag.
red flag. Mm-hmm.
Now, are you ever a fan of the, let's go, what is it called? Dutch?
I am of the belief that men should pay on the first date.
Yeah, always on the first date
Yeah.
at least.
Yeah. Down the line you can split, but like
Yeah.
on the first date, the guy should pay.
Yeah, always.
Yeah.
Even, should we still pretend to reach for our wallet?
You can do a light fake out, but I'm talking like a really like a
Do you think that it's ever a bad, like a bad signal to just not do the fake out? To just be like,
No, I think that that's like level 5 confidence, and I'm getting there. I'm at like a level 4. Like I don't want my finger to touch my wallet, like it shouldn't touch it, but I'll still do a. Now where is that?
I think you can graduate to that.
Yeah, to the just
So
stare
here
them
I
dead in the
am.
eyes, just put it across the table.
So that was delish. Okay, they don't have, or they have a BFF of the opposite sex.
I think dicey, honestly. It's tough. It's really tough. It's not a red flag. It's not an ick. It's just like something to contend with that you have to work out like the dynamic. And if they're a respectful person, like their dynamic with their best friend of the opposite sex should change when they get into a relationship.
Right.
And if it doesn't, that's a red flag.
Now, are you the type that would ask them, say they do have a best friend of the opposite sex, are you going to ask them, like, did you guys have some type of history? Because your school of thought is one of you had liked each other at some point.
Yeah, I think I would probably ask. Yeah.
Yeah.
I like to know.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you just need to clear the
Yeah.
air.
Uh-huh.
Okay, they use multiple dating apps.
I think that that's spicy. I think you really have to kind of look around, and like dating is a numbers game. It's a numbers game. You have to put yourself out there. I don't think that that's dicey. I think that, and they go through different phases. Like, you know, you're like, oh, Hinge is kind of good right now, or like, oh, Bumble's having a moment right now. It's just kind of like ebbs and flows.
Do you have a favorite app?
No. I'm not a big app girl.
Yeah.
I've never met someone that I've dated on an app. I've only met them in real life.
Really?
And I think dating apps are amazing, but I think that they're amazing as a tool. And why people are so frustrated with them right now is that we're confused and we think that it's like entertainment. And people will go on and they'll go like they're on Instagram and be like swiping and swiping and swiping. Like I tell my followers, go on for 10 minutes a day. do some swipes, close out some conversations, make a plan to meet up with someone, and then get out. Like, it's all of this this paradox of choice that we have that's screwing us up. Put down your phone, go outside, go to a party, go to a dinner, whatever. Meet someone in real life, but you can use them as a tool for sure.
I'm telling all my girlfriends to join a pickleball club.
Yeah, exactly. And real life is the way to go.
There you go. Okay, they still live at home. Spicy or dicey?
How old are they?
32 years old.
Well, sometimes it's very hard to move out.
Is it though? It's your first date. It's maybe you're the love of your life. They check off every box. They love cats, but they still live with mom and pa.
I'm gonna say dicey.
Yeah.
Yeah, unless it's like, you know, some crazy circumstance. I'm gonna say dicey.
Okay. They order steak well done.
Dicey. I'm a medium girl. I'm just going to come out and say it right now. I am full medium, not medium rare. Like, I'm sorry. I like it medium. But well done is a step too far.
Yeah.
There's a big difference.
What's going on? Why do you need to chew so much?
What's going on in there? Yeah.
Their ideal Friday night date is movie and chill.
Spicy. Yeah.
That could be cute.
It's cute.
You can really spice up a movie night.
Yeah.
They use your 9-step skincare routine.
Spicy.
I love that.
I love that. Every boyfriend of mine leaves the relationship with a full new face, new regime.
They're better for it.
Big appreciation of a good eye cream.
Oh my gosh.
It's like my gift to them.
My husband uses eye cream and eye serum, and he's like, yeah, babe, you should try my vitamin C, this and that.
And you're like, okay.
You're teaching me here.
You're like, thank you.
It's
really great.
great.
It's hot. It's really hot.
Listen up, gents. They read your texts.
Absolutely dicey. I think it is so wrong to go through someone's phone. Even if people will say, well, what if like you suspect something? It will come out eventually. That's the truth. Like, things always come out. Never go through someone's phone. It's like the worst betrayal of trust, in my opinion.
Don't do it. And with that, we have to wrap. Tinx, thank you so much for joining us. You are amazing. I love you. I feel like we can be best friends.
Same.
I'm keeping my bottle. I'm taking it home. If only it would fit in my purse. You know what? I have a bag big enough. All right, we gotta go. Bye, guys. Shop the link below.